record. Okay, so, let me get to the first slide. I was just reading through them earlier. Okay, so we have Shift Shop releasing this week, which I'm super excited about. This is our first big launch since we've had the Beachbody On Demand, the BOD All Access. So it's been something that has been interesting to try to prepare and plan for, and I've already been playing around with it and watching top coaches and listening to what Carl and Chris Downing are doing, just because this is new to us. So I want to give you guys all tips and information for releasing this new program that releases this week already, which is freaking crazy. But first, let's do some recognition. We are just a week into July and already so many people on the leaderboard changing lives, which is awesome. April's at 2, Haley's at 4, Courtney's at 2, Amanda B is at 2, Amanda Travis is at 2, Nicole's at 2, Miranda's at 2, Lisa's at 2, Jennifer's at 2, and Alicia are already at 2. So that's a huge list of people, you guys, who are already making a difference, especially because we're getting ready still for this big launch. So hopefully with the tips that I'm going to give you today, you'll be hitting Success Club 5, 6 before the end of this next week, in the next 7 days. Also with team builders already this month, Haley's added 2 new coaches, Alicia's added a new coach, and Jennifer has also added a new coach. So way to go, ladies, on just putting yourself out there with sharing this amazing opportunity. I know that I always think back and I get so nervous not only inviting to new programs like this, but even more so to building a team. But I know if I hadn't had that opportunity put in front of me and watched other coaches sharing their lives and how it just has changed the mindset and the friendships and all of that, which you're going to be seeing with us, those of us going off to Summit this week, my life wouldn't be where I'm at today. So think of that for yourselves too, that how does coaching make a difference in your life outside of just Success Club and rank and income, but with just changing who you become as a person. It's huge. Also, some reminders. So obviously, July 12th, the Shift Shop will release on your Beachbody On Demand. The FAQ say by 3 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure that you make this very clear in your events, when you're talking to people, that the July 12th, it will be in the Beachbody On Demand. Who knows, with so many people logging on and checking to see if their Shift Shop is in their on demand, it may slow down the website. So might also just kind of want to make that disclaimer too, to be patient with the website on July 12th. And then again on the 14th when they put up the links and the shopping for the DVDs, which go up at 4 p.m. Pacific time. You may see these trickle in to the shopping experience, the links before these specific 3 and 4 p.m. times, but it really is just because they're slowly putting things in typically. So be patient and make sure you let your customers and your clients know to be patient as well, and your team and your coaches, because these launches can really slow the website down at first as everybody's trying to get their hands on their new programs. Also, make sure that you are watching this week as we're all going off to Summit, because they will release while we're there the information about where Summit 2018 will be, the dates, and they usually do special pricing as well. So make sure that you're saving up. Usually it's like around $100 for the first week that they launch the tickets for the next year. So that's something to be aware of. And then after that week or so, it usually goes up in pricing. So the sooner you grab your ticket, the better. That way you save money. Also, on July 18th, right after we get back from Summit, there will be The Surge, where Carl will get on, and if you've never watched one before, he talks about all the new cool and upcoming things, kind of like a mini Summit wrapped up. If you're not able to be there, definitely tune in, and that information is in your Coach Online office. Then also a reminder, if you haven't checked it out yet, there is a Team Cup coming up. It's on August 1st. If you've done a Team Cup in the past, there are some rules and things that have changed versus in the past, where now you can have like 2 diamond coaches on one team, but only 1 star diamond per team. So make sure to check that out as well as you're forming your teams. I can tell you that with the launch of a new program and a Team Cup starting August 1st, this is something that I know for myself, when I was a newbie coach, I was just trying to soak in and just taking in all this new information, and it was overwhelming. But I just went with the flow. I saw what other coaches were doing. I watched what they were doing, and I mimicked it. And I was able to really create momentum in my business with the launch. It was the 21-day fix and the Team Cup. And that's even where I met my success partner. Her name's Sean. Some of you guys might know her. So definitely Team Cups can be a game changer for your business. So if you've never joined one before, reach out to your upline coach and say, hey, I want more information on a Team Cup. How can I join? If you are a coach and you have a team underneath you, get a team going now. Registration for that, I believe, also starts July 18th and then goes till July 31st. And then we have the team retreat that we're doing here locally at Sean's house in August. So just a reminder about that as well. So the first thing that I want to kick off with launching this new program, or any program in general, is to plan ahead, to do your research, prepare, and get excited. Like I said, I know that all the information can be a little overwhelming, especially even if you're a newbie coach, because when I was just 3-ish months into coaching, we launched the 21-day fix and literally sold out, I think was the first day, and they weren't expecting that. So the great thing is with Shift Shop, we have on demand. So a lot of people are going to be going for that option. So we should not sell out, but you want to make sure that you are prepared and you know what you're talking about. So that is some of the information I want to go over with you guys today, where to find that information and how to really help your community, your following, your friends, your family get started on this program as well. So the first thing to do is plan. Have an action plan. We talk about this all the time, even with goal setting. So the plan is, what will be the date of your challenge group? Are you going to do a specific challenge group for this, such as a Shift Shop group? Or are you going to just put your Shift Shop people into your regular challenge group for the month of July? You get to decide that. That's the flexibility that you have. So make sure you talk with your team and decide what is the date. I've seen a couple of dates out there, July 17th, and I've seen July 24th. I believe Carl's putting together a big July 24th group. So that's kind of been the date I've been seeing in my social media the most, but you do what's best for you and your people. I believe that most people are doing the 24th because if people are ordering and getting Shakeology, it gives them the time to get that in the mail and get the full results using the program and Shakeology. But again, it's all up to you, but you get to pick your date. Also think about it as, are you going to do this program in a challenge group on your own, or are you going to do it as a team? You have that choice. Even if your team's doing a team challenge group, you can still open up your own and focus in on your own clients as well. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. So make sure that if your team is having a group, you let them know if you want to be a part of it so you can add your people to it as well. If you're doing it as a team, always a great idea to start talking now about who's going to post what. Are you going to use the Tracker app on your mobile devices, or are you going to use a Facebook group? Get that communication going now so that it doesn't come down to the start date and you guys are trying to figure out what you're doing. Also, if you need ideas on what to post if you're doing a Shift Shop specific group, there are challenge group guides that are in your Coach Online office. So if you go to My Business, click on the Sales and Marketing tab up at the top. It's towards the left as you're looking at it. They have challenge group tools and challenge group guides. You can use those guides to help guide you on what to post each day in that group. And there's even then videos from Chris Downing, the trainer from Shift Shop, who gives video, and he's super inspirational. This is the thing I have to say too, is we were able, for some of us coaches who were in Punta Cana, to do his workouts, and he seriously is the most inspirational person in person that I've ever seen. And I've worked out with a lot of the trainers live. So having those videos and having that opportunity then for your challengers and your coaches to see him face to face in the challenge group with that video can be very motivational. And I also say too, like if you're using the challenge group guides, make them you. Don't just copy and paste, but there's pictures there. You can use the pictures, make your own pictures. You can use the wording and make it your own, or even do videos based off of what the tip of the day is. But those can be helpful with just getting things going and started as well. So the next thing you want to do is make sure you do your research. So obviously Shift Shop is a 3-week program. I have seen the coaches who have done the test group say that there is an option to do it longer. So make sure to check that out as well. So if people want to do the program longer than 3 weeks, they can. The way the program is set up and the way that I explain it to people when they're asking me, I want more information about Shift Shop, is I let them know each week of the program is a different set of workouts. How exciting is that? Because then you're not just doing the same thing over and over again. The first week is 25 minutes a day. The second week is 35 minutes, so you're ramping up. And then the third week, you're doing 45 minutes a day, which for a lot of us, I know that may be a long amount of time because we're so used to our 30-minute workouts, but it's 1 week, 45 minutes. So you can do it. Your challengers can do it. Just got to plan it into our day. The Shift Shop is great for all fitness levels. I was super nervous about this program being specific for people who are more into sports and more in the moderate to intense workouts. But after doing this workout in Punta Cana live and watching Chris pull people up on stage, I get goosebumps every time and I start to cry. He pulled people up on stage that needed the modifier, and he showed us the modifiers with them. Somebody who had a prosthetic leg, somebody who could, just do very basic moves. He was able to show us how to do that. And I was watching for me being pregnant, I was watching other pregnant women in the room doing the workout more pregnant than I was at the time. And even when we did it's the same workout, but the 2 days of the sneak peek on demand, I was able to modify and keep up with the workout myself being pregnant. So obviously everybody needs to check with their doctors depending on their health conditions, but this is great for all fitness levels. Those people who are wanting to ramp up their fitness, take it to the next level. It's 3 weeks. And as they go through those 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks, they may find that they're modifying a lot. And then if they want to do it another round, they can try doing more of the moves full out. I remember in the workout on demand, he even said, if there's something that you think you can't do, just try it and see if you can do it. And some of the moves I watch him do before we do them, and I'm like, how the heck do you do that? And then you do it, and it gives you this sense of confidence because you did something you didn't think you can do. So you're ramping up your fitness as well. We talked about the modifier, new workouts each week. With the workouts each week, the first week, the intervals of each move are 60 seconds. Then they go down to 45 seconds in the second week, and then down to 35, I believe it is, seconds in the third week. So you're taking those moves and you're going from 60 seconds and cutting them down. So you're doing them a little bit more intense. You're doing them more in a focused amount of time, which is going to keep our bodies guessing. Our bodies aren't going to hit a plateau because we're going to be changing our workouts from week to week. There are the agility markers that your clients and your coaches are going to need for this workout. They will be available on July 14th to order. And we'll talk about it too. They'll come in the challenge packs when you order the DVD programs. Also, people will need weights or a sandbag for the deluxe workouts. The sandbag is part of the program, the 22-minute hardcore. I don't have the sandbag. I always just used my weights, so that's something that they can use as well. There's even a new eating plan that's going to be launching with this program. So as soon as you see the Shift Shop and you're on demand or you get it in the mail, make sure to check that out because there's not a lot of information out there yet on how the eating plan is different, but it is slightly different than what we're used to with the 21-day fix. Also, with research, I've been making sure to check out YouTube. Tons of the test group coaches have done YouTube videos and team trainings on the Shift Shop and their experience with it. So making sure that those coaches that you're following who've been in the test group, go to their YouTube stations and check out their YouTube videos. Also, Chris Downing has been on team calls talking about the program. So if you're wanting to just listen to something while you're making dinner or cleaning the house or whatever it may be, make sure to check those out because there's definitely some amazing information out there, again, from that test group and from Chris himself. The next thing that you obviously want to do is collect information. I am not a big numbers person. Numbers overwhelm me. Anybody who knows Annie knows that. But I put some information, just basic information in this slide for you guys just to help you get started with the launch for, Wednesday? But for the United States, the pricing for the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack is still going to be the $160, $186 for Canada. The awesome thing that I really highly suggest people getting the on-demand versus the DVDs is, number one, they're not only getting Shift Shop, we know that, they're getting everything else, but they get the bonus and deluxe workouts for free because it's part of the on-demand. If they want to skip Shakeology, they can do the Performance Pack, which is the same price, $160 for the US, and that comes with the Energize, our pre-workout, and the Recovery Shake, which is protein. It's different than Shakeology because it doesn't have all the vitamins and nutrients, but it helps with recovering the muscles after those intense workouts. So they do have that option as well that will be available on the 12th. And then for the DVD challenge pack, that will come with the markers. So that's kind of the main difference when you're looking at the on-demand challenge pack for Shift Shop and the DVD option is the DVD option will come with those markers for you. The base kit will be $60 US. The deluxe kit is $119. So when you think about that deluxe kit being $119 and they get the DVDs, the deluxe workouts, the nutrition guides and everything, for $40 more, they get a 30-day shipment of Shakeology. I mean, that's a huge deal. And they get a whole year of workouts, not just that one program. I also do not typically suggest posting these prices in your events or on especially your social media because it doesn't give you the opportunity to, number one, connect with your people. Number two, make sure that this program is the right fit for who you're talking to because you don't want them to get a workout program they're going to hate. If somebody likes yoga, this might not be the program for somebody, or maybe they just want to do one round of it to really, again, do something different and shock their body. You want to make sure it's the right fit. But with the pricing, you want to make sure you're showing them in your messaging and in your conversations what all they're getting. Because if I just see somebody on social media post something is going to be $160, I'm going to be sticker shocked. But if I have somebody bullet point for me everything I'm going to be getting for the next year for $160, I'm like, that is a really great deal. That's so cheap. And that can be the response that you get from some people too is, heck yeah, like a whole year of workouts and a Shakeology for 30 days for $160, sign me up. Like, let me get started. So do not post the pricing publicly. You want to make sure that you're getting the right information to the right people and setting them up with the right package. So as far as sharing about Shift Shop and marketing to your following, one of the main things that I've been doing is once to twice a week is sharing some of those before and afters from people in the test group. The places that I've been getting them are coaches that I follow, but even Google search, Google is amazing. Google search Shift Shop, and you're going to click on images and you're going to see all kinds of transformations. And I've just been saving those to my phone, saving them to my computer. I have a Shift Shop photo album. So that way I always have those photos I can go to if I'm looking for a before and after to share. So make sure you get excited about that. I mean, some of these transformations in just 21 days, or some of them even just sharing their 10-day transformation, blowing my mind away. Like, super excited about this. Go live and talk about the program. Talk about how you're excited about it. You can keep it short and sweet. You don't have to make a super long video. You can keep it 2-3 minutes and just let people know, hey, there is this new program, new workouts coming this week, and I'm looking for 5 new people to join me in this program. You know, the workouts are 25 to 45 minutes. We're going to be doing a mix of cardio and weights. We're going to get in shape in just 3 weeks. Who's ready to join me? The other thing that I like to do when there's a new program releasing is to get everybody in one place, is to even create an event invite. And you can go live there as well and just let people know, you know, Wednesday, Beachbody On Demand is going to be launching the program. If you want to wait for the DVDs, then you have to wait until Wednesday or Friday, the 14th. Go live in there and talk about it. But invite everyone. Anybody who likes your Shift Shop before and afters, anyone who has done a group with you in the past, invite everyone to this event. Because literally, it doesn't show up for everyone when they see it. Everybody who likes, comments, or RSVPs to your event, message them. If they like your photo that you posted of the before and afters of Shift Shop, message them and say, hey, Annie, I saw that you liked my before and after photo of so-and-so from the Shift Shop program that's launching this week. I'm so excited to do this myself. Would you like more information about this program? And I always add a personal message in there as well, whether it's the beginning or the end, like, you know, how is your summer going? I saw you guys had a great 4th of July. I saw you were just in Traverse City. Always adding something personal so it doesn't seem like it's something so cut and dry. Also, reminder, if you don't get interaction when you're posting these before and afters or posting in your event invite or going live on your social media, try a different time of day. Try posting a different post. Try doing something different. If photos aren't getting interaction for you, try just doing words. Take the photo out. Video does the best on Facebook. You know, what about Instagram? If you're using Instagram, are there different hashtags that you can use or try? So always just trying to switch things up. If what you're doing isn't working, try something new. My husband has a quote about that, the definition of insanity, on our refrigerator, and so it always comes to mind for me. So don't beat yourself up if you see somebody else post something. Say I post a before and after with a call to action of joining my Shift Shop, and I get a bunch of interaction and likes and comments and people interested. Number one, that doesn't always mean that everybody's actually going to do it. But number two, if you take that same exact post and do it yourself, people can kind of see that it's not you, and make it your own and do it again. And sometimes you'll get great interaction, and sometimes if you're just doing it at the wrong time of day, you'll get nothing. So trying different things is always best. And so this is, this picture that I put on here is my event invite that I have for Shift Shop. I just took a picture of Chris and myself and put some basic information on there and invited everyone. And every time I do a before and after and I get new likes or comments, I invite those people to my event where they can get all the information as I'm posting it. Also, we have a lot of customers and clients and coaches who are already helping who have Beachbody On Demand. I mean, it's been 6 months of the all access now since January when it launched, and a whole year now of just Beachbody On Demand. So we have a lot of people who already have this option where they're on Wednesday. So amazing. They're going to have Shift Shop in their workout programs. If you log into your On Demand right now, you actually see Shift Shop is still there with coming soon. So that will be there on Wednesday. So you have the option then to ask for referrals. If you have people with already on Beachbody On Demand, they're your returners, and they're wanting to join your Shift Shop group, are they still on Shakeology? Do you want to require them to get a new shipment of Shakeology for this program so they can get the best results possible? Because I can tell you for myself and my husband has quit drinking Shakeology years ago when we first started for a period of time, and he noticed that he was getting more bloated. He noticed his food cravings were changing. So it does make a difference. I even had a coach who canceled and came back to me just last month because she knows how different she now feels with not having Shakeology for a period of time. So definitely you can require people like, hey, what about a new order of Shakeology to join this group? Or you can even ask them to invite 5 friends to the group. So getting those referrals and offering a gift, like, maybe it is a cookbook, the Fix8 cookbook, or maybe you offer them a gift of some Shakeology samples, maybe the new cafe latte that they haven't tried, or the new vegan vanilla. Or maybe you have some gift cards that you want to give away, like $10 gift cards for somebody who refers somebody and they sign up with you, you give them a gift. As simple as that. You can create urgency. So this is something that I've been doing in my event invite and on my Instagram stories. I've switched from Snapchat over to Instagram, and it has really helped me to find new people and to get people ordering more on the spot. I mean, it's obviously not going to be everybody, but the more people that I'm doing this with, the more urgency I'm creating, the better the results that I'm getting, because people don't want to miss out. So creating urgency, setting a deadline, say that in order to join my July 24th Shift Shop group, you have to order by July 19th. Something like that, setting that cutoff time so that it creates that urgency, and saying, I'm only taking 10 new clients. That creates urgency. I want to be one of those people. If I had somebody saying that and I wasn't already a coach, I'd be like, I want to do this program. It's right up my alley, and I've seen you sharing these before and afters. I want to be a part of it too. And I literally write out a list. I did it right before we even got on here because I've got this going, and this was something that was recommended by one of the top coaches, is I literally have a list on paper of who's going to be joining my Shift Shop group. And as I have the commitments from people, I write their name on it and I share that on my Instagram stories. And I just keep sharing it as I get more and more people. So it creates that urgency that, like, hey, spots are running out. Get yours now before it's gone. So creating that list. Maybe you're not a pen and paper kind of gal like me. I'm kind of all over the place. I also have an Excel sheet that I keep people in with notes. But this pen and paper kind of helps me to create that urgency for people as well. Some final tips with just wrapping up this launch is when you have people saying, okay, yes, I want to do the Beachbody on Demand with Tropical Strawberry Shakeology, get them the link right away. If they're a customer with you, get them that link from the FAQs. It's already there. So that way, when it launches on whether it's the 12th or 14th, depending on which option they're going with, they can order and you don't have to be worrying about getting everybody their links. You can also post in the event that the links are live. So on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, you can post, hey guys, I just saw the links are live. Go grab your Beachbody on Demand, now, or log into your on demand and hit play on your Shift Shop workouts, or whatever it may be that you want to say, but posting in there live, especially for the 14th when the DVD challenge packs launch. That way those people can get their challenge packs ordered right away so they get it in the mail in time for your challenge groups to start. And even creating that list that I shared on Instagram stories, I share it in my event invites, and I tag those people who are joining me in the event invite that, hey, like, I have 8 of the 10 spots are already filled. Who's going to be my last 2 people? And again, sign up is by July 19th. Putting that urgency and reminding people, because on average, people need to hear things. I just heard this new statistic. I hear things 21 times before it sticks. How crazy is that? So I just keep repeating the information. Make sure you sign up by this day. I'm only taking 10 new people. I want to keep this intimate. I want to help you get the best results possible. Really make it exciting and it's the bomb. Everybody's doing it. I know people are seeing it all across their social media right now, but that does not mean they already have a coach. They need you as their coach today. So to just wrap things up, I'll open it up for questions, or if you guys have ideas or suggestions on what you like doing for your launch as well, and we'll just do 5 minutes of questions. I added in, I had never seen this before and after before, and I was like, holy moly, 20 days. So crazy, you guys. So I'm going to stop my screen share. Hi, everyone. I get to see your faces now. Any questions? If you can't talk, because I know a lot of people are at work, you can type them in the chat. and I can answer them there. If you have suggestions, you can even unmute yourself. Hi, Amanda, I saw you waving.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Thank you. When you saw him in Punta Cana, did he say anything about how easy it would be or hard it would be to do it without the markers? I'd only done the test or the sample one. So
They did not. The main thing that I keep hearing is that with not using the markers, you just want to make sure that you're using something that sticks to the ground so that it's not moving around on you and you're not sliding or slipping when you're like touching it with your foot or touching it with your hand. So because I have had people on our team as well kind of ask, like, can people just use something else like a paper plate? But you want something that's going to be more stable if they're not going to use the markers.
Okay. Like when I did the test one, I didn't use anything. I just kind of imagined the markers were there.
Yeah. And I mean, when we were in Punta Cana, you have to imagine it's a big room, but it's really small when you put all the people in there. So, I mean, we were working in like a little square of a workout and like stepping on each other. So if you can imagine like Super Saturdays, but times 10. So he didn't really talk about markers and things while we were there. And we didn't really use the full space that we probably could have because there was just too many people.
So I heard on a video, just to speak up, because I was kind of like, do I really need to get the markers? I mean, do I really need them? And I listened to, maybe it was a Melly Mitro, somebody did a video talking to him, and what he said about it is it's like trying to do any workout program without the proper equipment. It would be like doing 21 Day Fix and not having the weights, pretending you had weights in your hands, or doing the Tony Horton workouts and he has certain tools that you're supposed to use, or Shaun T and then Sanity workouts, you're supposed to have the ladder thing. You can do it. It's just not going to be the way the workout was built, right? Like you have those markers put in places for a specific reason. So my understanding is he strongly suggests getting them and doing the workouts with them. But can you do it without? Yeah, it's just like any other program. You can do it with modified how you want.
And honestly, if that's a barrier, when I was a dance teacher, we would use like rubber, it's the same material, rubber dots. You can get them on Amazon for like $5.
Right.
I mean, I got the markers to follow the whole thing and be a part of it, but the dots on Amazon are like nothing.
Well, and I don't remember how much the markers are, but that could be a good giveaway too. Mm-hmm. If you had some, you know what I mean? Someone signing up for something, or the referral thing where Annie was talking about, if you had people refer people and they signed up, you could give them markers for doing that if they already have Beachbody on demand. So it might be a tool for a giveaway too.
Can we order them already?
Mm-hmm.
We can?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they're in the
My
shop.
other question was about the food plan. I've heard it's kind of keto. That you heard anything about that?
I've seen that question asked to the test group in some of the bigger like Diamond and Above groups and things like that I'm in. And the test group people have been very adamant that I've read and seen to say it's not keto. Like they're not putting that title to it. But from what I understand, each week the nutrition plan changes as well from how I understand it. And you'll be eliminating carbs as you go. It doesn't mean you're going to be carbless. And I'm sure it'll probably depend on each person and their size and things. But that's the kind of information that we haven't been given fully as well.
Okay.
They're not using the word keto with it, but it's similar.
I talked to Annie about this today, Amanda, because I had 2 people have messaged me that somehow they found, I need to ask them where they got their info, but they won't do the program nutrition plan because it's keto based and they don't believe in it. So I was, I didn't know it was keto. I was like, I knew you eliminate carbs, but I'm like, I didn't realize that it was like called keto. And Annie, I don't think they're calling it, I don't think they're saying it's a keto eating plan. I think that they're trying to steer away from that maybe, but it sounds like it is.
Well, I heard Anita, I think, use that in a post.
Yeah. And I've seen, I don't know. I'm interested to see it when I can't wait for Wednesday until it's live so I can actually dig into the nutrition plan.
Yeah, and that would be my tip, is to not use that about the nutrition plan until you get to check the information out.
Right.
You don't want to give false information based off of he said, she said. You want to see it. That's how I feel personally anyways.
Right.
So,
Keto is intimidating too to a lot of people, that word usage.
Oh yeah.
and Morgan, you asked about the markers. Will they come with the BOD challenge pack? There is
Yeah.
not anything in the FAQs that I have read that it is at this point. So if they already have BOD or they're doing the BOD challenge pack, then technically they would need to order the markers.
Okay, cool.
And again, you could do like a raffle, like anybody who does the BOD challenge pack, you know, you'll put their name in a drawing, and on the 24th draw somebody's name for a set of markers. But obviously they're going to want their markers probably before they start. But the regular challenge pack of the DVDs for Shift Shop will come with the markers. So that's kind of the difference. They don't, with the challenge pack DVDs, they get the markers, not the deluxe workouts. With On Demand, they get the deluxe workouts.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing I was going to say, Annie, is that this is a program, I don't know if you guys would agree, Pat loved it. And Pat is not a program person, and he does not love all of, you know, a lot of the workout programs. He likes Tony Horton. That's about it. And he really loved, he's done Shift Shop with me, the preview, and he loved doing it live. And he is committed to doing the program with me when it comes out. That's something I'm going to be posting about. I have a post set up tonight to talk about it. So if you have a partner that you're doing this program with, guy or girl, I think it's good to share that this is a good program for both. My dog just got into the trash again. Thank you, Cooper. So anyways, that's something else, is to kind of think out of the box, is that I really do think that this is a great program for not only all fitness, but some of the programs aren't as appealing. Like, I'm not Country Heat. Some of the programs we you know, haven't been as appealing to men. And I feel like Chris Downing is going to talk to both genders. He is not focused on one. I think he just wants to help people. So get your men doing the programs with you. Okay, that was all I had to add.
Any other questions, you guys? And I agree. All right. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Okay.